So I did number 3, and the question says, suppose the car is given a kick to the left, and as soon as the car leaves the foot, the rocket motor is fired and supplying positive 10 newtons force to the right. So I'm asked to sketch the 5 graphs and indicate where the point in time in which the car actually turns around right after the rocket begins. So for the first one, the drag force, which is basically air resistance. So it starts out with being 0 when it's right at the beginning of the problem. Then it has some air resistance, and then it goes down. This is the point where the rocket kicks in, and this whole side is when the rocket is kicking in, and here is where it goes into the positive direction. So here it is increasing in air resistance, moving against the air to wherever it's going to go, but by means of the rocket. Net force wise, because it's moving in the negative direction, it's going away from where its point B is, so it goes into the negative, and right here is where the turning point is. The right bit right before is the part where the rocket is kicking in once again. So from here on, it is moving forward with a positive net force, so positive 10 net force. The acceleration, because it is moving in the negative direction, it is slowing down. That's where the negative acceleration comes from. It's slowing down because the car is kicked, the car is kicked to the left, and right at this point, it zooms off because of the rocket. So when it is kicked, it slows down, and then it zooms off. That's where the positive acceleration comes from. So for the velocity versus time, it's at a 0 velocity, then it moves to a positive velocity, however in a negative direction. And then it slows down to where the rocket, right at this point is where the rocket kicks in, and then it goes, it zooms off with a positive velocity. And for position versus time, it goes into the negative when the car is first kicked, and then it is powered up by the rocket, and it moves to the right. So that's where the position versus time kicks in being positive.